What a scene we're going to have. Full checkerboard environment. Not just the end zones that are checkered, but we've been set up with a full checkerboard going throughout this stadium. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire, and you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Come into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the... He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Ridley. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Hand off from the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Commodores are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. He'll do it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The ball's in a good spot here with second and short. Using his legs, it's Butler. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Ball will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the one. The Commodores line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
Hauls it in the first down and more. Touchdown, Vandy. Quick strike through the air for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the win. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Wilson. Wide open spaces. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Run in the red zone. It's Wilson. Oh, what a move. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Slams it ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Go straight ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Volunteers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room, it's Butler. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Wilson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to run for it. He's loose. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Commodores! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by 11 to Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out.
Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll run it with Wilson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. And you see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Polk. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Got his man. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to barge in. Touchdown Doors! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the gun, the inside give. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to...
Turning it on! Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the...
Turning on the Jets. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide out trying to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Fires the pass, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Vols can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Steps away. Looking to the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Polk. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run from the shotgun. Nice move there. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasped for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. And the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown.
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll take another shot here. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run him that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
It's complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the move, it's Washington. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So, big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.